passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's a gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the gun, here's Dart. This one finds Thornton. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tampa Bay.
Running right, this is Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. Darts back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. To the air on 3rd and long. And he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback.
Hold the ready.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Back on 80. That's the line. Let's go.
First carry here for Tony Pollard. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, Milrow. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pistol now for Milrow. Hauled in by Gray. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And now they face 2nd down.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Milrow throwing again now on second down. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
All right, Brock, the Bills making their first red zone trip of this game. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Hand off running left, Pollard. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Milrow with it on 1st. He dumps it underneath. Pollard. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Throws the receiver in motion left. To throw. Here's Dart. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
It's Jones on the toss. A lot of space ahead. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. But come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
Headed out right. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Let's go now. Set, go.
Darts out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. Jones, and he gets in, touchdown! The Buccaneers start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score, don't let it go to 4th and goal, and he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. Making some progress here. He lost the football. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like another one of the members of the return team was there, able to dive on it, so a friendly bounce. They'll retain possession. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80. Go.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost them some yards.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
Go street. Cougar 19. Hut, hut.
Here's Milroe to throw. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Got to be pretty good after. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll give on 2nd to Pollard. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here we go, set.
First down throw here from Milroe. Caught by his back here. It's Pollard. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke. Take it.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a second quarter lead. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
2nd down carry for Jones. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Has him on the quick hitter. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gains.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. He'll pass it this time. Forced out to his right. Taking off with it again. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Buccaneers pushing for a late spark before halftime. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Under the gun this time. Here's Dart. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Dart's looking to throw. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. On play action with Dart. Taking a deep shot here. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Bills take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Shotgun now for Milrow. That's low and bounces short of his man. Trying to find Brock Bowers. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Milroe throwing on third down. Brought in. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on fourth down. Trying for it with Milroe. Pass brought in by Burden. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Jump off caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. From the gun, Milroe. The back grabs it. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. They put a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Buys time, rolling right. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Slot man motioned over. He's back to throw. On the move, headed right. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Bills might be able to get some points late after the interception. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. You know, with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Third quarter starts with a run by Pollard. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tony Pollard with the touchdown.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long, extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills make it a 24-point ball game. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Darts. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Counter play, Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
On 1st down, here's Darts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19. 19, 18. Let's go.
First play of the drive. Here's Pollard. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Back. 6.
Milrow looking to throw. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
First down.
Come on, come on.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
70 Lions. Steady.
Pistol now for Milrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
70 Rangers. 70. 18 Cup Warriors. 70.
To the air on 3rd and long. Connects downfield on target to Burton. And they were finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
19. Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready, go. Ready, right?
Running here with Pollard from the pistol. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
That's another Bills.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Working inside the red zone. Vacates quickly left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Well, Buck, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go. 70,
To throw, here's Dart. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Bills are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Kate, can I be honest with you about something right here? I'm really curious about young quarterbacks when they struggle. And there's part of me that, yeah, this isn't great. He's going through tremendous adversity. But I love that he continues to be aggressive.
Running right, here's Pollard. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
ready. Liking, eh?
Milrow from the gun. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's a good find from the Alabama rookie, and that'll give him a new set of downs.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard
Cougar
line.
19, 70, Timberwolves.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, He had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Sack. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll run with Johnson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills throwing 6 more on the blowout. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. That's complete. Here's Jones. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Jones. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
That's completed right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. A gain of 18.
From the gun, Jones gets it. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like you got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He loses the football, and it looked like a Bill got it.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when we're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
Again, a run with Pollard. By man, he's in the clear. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominating in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Ready?
Here's Johnson again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Again, this is Johnson. He pushed for it, but they held strong. Gets it up to the marker, but about a yard away, it looks like. 4th down.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there. This game is over. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here in my...